Max Bugatti, you're live. Welcome, global investors. This is my second episode. Today I'm gonna talk about. My first episode. I talked about like my journey from the beginning to the end. Um, how I'm looking. These are cryptocurrencies that I'm looking at. These are the stocks that my company holds, which is 37, and then the watch list that I have. The watch list is for pretty much um, companies $300 plus that I would invest in. That's on my list to invest with. One of my sectors, and what I'm gonna start doing is start going over. I think I have like 30 different sectors that I invest in, and pretty much I just invest in companies. So this will be my second episode. But my first what do you call it? Pretty much first show on sector. So each day, each day I'm gonna go over like the different sectors that I'm investing in. What the reason why this came up was pretty much looking at this is pretty much um, in my first video I talked about where this was my first ever stock ride, well, bull ride as they call it in the market. So I rode that all the way from June 27th all the way to the 1st of October. And then after that, I'm experiencing this. Um, and this in the stock market, they call this the bear ride. So pretty much on the way down. So I'm pretty much, I noticed like, okay, we're starting to get the feel of, well, we're already in a depression, but, or correction, as they want to call it. We're in a correction. But to me, it's just pretty much cycles, like how the four seasons change. Um, I look at the stock market in the same concept. Like it's just cycle. It goes through ups and downs instead of four seasons. The stock market I see has two, and then once you understand those two, then you can go into the different bull and bear markets and then dissect it and then break those down into two then to really that's what I plan on doing. But for now, since I'm a beginning investor, um, I'm pretty much going over my journey. I'm passing this on to my company, to my kids, so they'll have something to follow. I'm pretty much leaving the blueprint for them. So my company pretty much it's still gonna have a life after I'm gone, and um, these videos will help my son, any employees that work for me. They'll be able to see these videos and see how my mind works and how I process things, because right now I'm in San Francisco and I'm learning a lot, but it's pretty much once you learn those skills, what are you gonna do with it afterwards? And that's the question. So, and that's what happened to me. I got all these skills. This was years before, and I couldn't really figure out like what was going on. I was in the same circle, same type of people, and I just didn't feel anything for years. I think what held me in those groups or friendships was pretty much like breaking away. It's the hardest for anybody because I've already did it with my immediate family. I mean, that's probably the hardest. But after I started to see the cycle and everything, how I started to see the world was different and people, they, wow. I'm gonna save that for another episode. But it's mind blowing how people are zombies and they don't think, and they waste a lot of time doing nothing. They're not. I mean, we live in America where we have opportunities and people are still. Oh man, that's a whole nother. That whole nother episode I'll get into. But going back to this segment, firearm. This is going to be on firearms and ammo sector. So pretty much what I chose that was because we're currently in a bear market. So we're right. I rode this all the way down, and as you can see, I had it up 11%. Now it's at 1. And it's cool because the companies that I invest in, they're just companies. So pretty much, you know the way other investors, the way they invest, they'll buy like McDonald's. They'll buy like 30 shares. Disney to buy like 15 shares and so forth and so on. They just, to me, I don't know, that's way too risky. I'm already taking a risk with the company. So I'm just buying a share. And I mean, there's like thousands of companies, so I'm only at 37. Just think about 1,000, once I get the blueprint, the template of the 1,000 companies, and then I'll be able to go and add. But right now, I'm just building the template, the beginnings, learning how it works. Because I see these guys, they taking money out here, selling here, selling. That's just too. I mean, that game is cool if you're younger, on that, still young and you chasing that adrenaline. I mean, that's cool. But it just feels. I mean, it feels like that. Like going to Vegas. It just feels like that. Like you're gonna hit, like you're playing this up and down game, but at the end of the day, you probably majority, like not even majority, 50-50, like you hitting your baseline. So I just chose to pretty much, if I'm gonna play the game, play the slow game where it just gradually grows year after year, but it's solid and strong, and nothing. Whether the cycle's up or down, it's still gonna grow. So that's what I'm on. Different way of thinking. It's pretty much, this is more like a different type of concept to investing in. And I my reasons for this is when I was a kid, I used to cut grass, shovel snow, knock on people's doors. Knock doors. I knocked doors. I had a paper route. I used to. This was in like Minot Air Force Base, North Dakota, and I remember I used to deliver newspapers. I mean, I had to get up like 3, 4 in the morning, and if you're from the north, like North Dakota, Canada, waking up at 3, I mean, it's already the lowest it can get in the mornings. Yeah, and I just, man, I think back to it. I'm like, I had the heart to, in a blizzard, deliver papers to, man. I used to do stuff for my mother. I remember my mother just treated me wrong. She used to take my money, and I was always, because I didn't grow up with a father, so I get, everything came from her, and um, but I learned. I was like, wow, my mom really, uh, like, spiritually raped me. That's what it felt like, my own mother. But that's a whole other topic too. Um, but yeah, I get into that story later on about how I dealt with that, because I mean, um, just life. You think it's one thing, it's a combination. It's really, if you want to be the survival of the fittest, you got to be all about spiritual growth, mental growth, and then physical. And I'm just getting back into physical. I'm cooking my food again. I'm just getting back, like, in, feel like the rhythm. Getting back in the rhythm, because I just been spoiled by the life in South America. Um, it's just, I had to take a break from here. So now I'm back, but now I have like a game plan, because I can't stay here a whole year. Just the level of negativity and stress that people be on. It's just, it's hard. Like it, like we're humans. We all feel each other's energy. So I try to guard mine with positivity, and just keep working, and just distract my mind from the world, because once I start thinking about it, it's not pretty. Reality. I'm telling you, we're living in a virtual reality as we speak. You know, because you really think about it. You really think about life. Oh man, that's a whole nother episode. So okay, so now that we're in the bear market, um, I chose firearm and ammo sector because of it. Because people like start panicking and start thinking about more protection because of the crime is definitely going up. So the first company that I'll be investing in is Ruger Firearms. Okay, Ruger Firearms. I like in my first video I talked about. I don't look at all this because it's pointless. I just go straight to the 5 year and just look at like how it looks in the 5 year stretch, instead of going look one day. I mean, it's always, to me, it's confusion. Like those are for like the day trading and swing traders. They look at all those gauges, but it's just too, for me. I'd always go to the how long the 5 year, the longest, and look at up, down, up, up, pretty much baseline right here. It's just that one little drop. So pretty much, uh, um, the first firearm and ammo. I mean, under the firearm and ammo sector, I'll purchase a stock of the Ruger firearms for 60.87, and then what I usually do is, okay, read more. I usually hit this. I read the about, like I skim it. I don't. Stuart Ruger and Company Incorporated engages in the design, manufacture, and sale of firearms to local customers. So I'll read that. If you want to see what it's really more detailed, just go ahead and read the abouts. But that's pretty much, the firearm segment manufactures and sells rifles, pistols, and revolvers, principally to a number federally licensed independent wholesale distributors, primarily located in the United States. This pretty much, when I read this, it pretty much helps me get the feel of a company, like what their product or service is, and from that, I go to the founded. Okay, I'm like, wow, okay, it's been around. A lot of people don't look at this concept the way I do. I look at the employees, okay, the market cap, yeah, and then dividends. Yep, they're giving out a dividends. I don't look at, like, if it's what the number is. I'm like, okay, they're giving a dividend, cool. Um, and what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it on how I select the stock. So this would be the first firearm and ammo stock that I will buy. The second one that I would get is Olin. And then I go straight to the 5. I look at it. To me, it's pretty much a baseline. You see it? Boom. See? And then founded in 1892. You see? So it's been around. Has that many employees. Market cap billion. It gives out a dividend. Olin Corp engages in manufacturing of chemical products. It operates through the following segments. Those are the following segments. And then it says the Winchester segment produces and sells sporting ammunition, reloading components, small caliber military ammunition and components, and industrial cartridges. So, as you can see, this is definitely a firearm and ammo uh, company. So I'll buy one stock of that, which is just $20. So I'll buy a share of that, and then the third company that I would stock in is American Outdoor Brands, and they're at 14.04. So I'll purchase one of those, and then read more. Pretty much American Outdoor Brands Corp engages in the manufacture of firearms, and then you could see this blah blah blah. It's going through, and I mean, this is more detailed down here, so it's stuff that you really like. I already, from this, flashlights, gunsmithing, reloading. That's pretty much a firearm and ammo stock. So I pretty much like what it's saying there. And then founded in 1991. It's kind of in that ballpark. 2,000 employees, same thing, ballpark. No dividends. So, but for me, the reason why I'd get it, because it's just support. It's just as you can see, this is a nice little lift off right here, and then it kind of goes down here. But yeah, for $11, I mean, throw that in there, So that'd be my third firearm and ammo stock, and then my fourth one and last one is Vista Outdoor. Okay, I'll go to the 5 year. I look at it. Ooh, okay. See, see when you see the line right here. This is a fairly new, so it hasn't even reached, like, it's under 5 years. So pretty much go to the year. See, I've never done this before, but I usually still stay with the 5. So I when I go to see, I don't go here because I just don't like. It's not appealing to me. This is where I can get the full sensation, because now I know, like, okay, it's under 5 years, and this is, from its takeoff, this is what's happened. It started to go up and it comes back down. But for $14, um, Vista Outdoor engages in the design, manufacture, and marketing of consumer products in the outdoor sports and recreation markets. So you got that. The outdoor product segment includes archery, hunting accessories, global eyewear, and sport protection, golf, hydration products, optics, shooting accessories, tactical products, and water sports. So this was founded in 2014. 6,000 employees. It's the market cap. No dividends. So pretty much these four companies are on my list for firearm and ammo sector, and um, I'm going to purchase those four uh, for my portfolio. So that covers that. Um, um, my next episode is going to be on the transportation sector. So tomorrow I'll show you guys my. It's probably going to be a long one. Might have to break it down into because I got 33 companies to show you guys. That's on my list. So I might even break them down into 3 days. So I'll give you 10 since there's 33. Yeah, I'll give you 10 tomorrow, 10 the following, and 13 the third. So um, yeah, so tune in tomorrow. While you're slaying dragons, I'll be taming them. Until next time.